After passing open call as argument to another function, is the file object closed? If I want to use a file object just once, normally I would still use the with block or explicitly close the file object when I'm done, because closing a file seems to be the right thing to do. Or however, I've seen people use pass the call to open directly to a function without saving the output to any variable, making it impossible to close explicitly. So, is either of these true? Somehow the unnamed file object gets closed. It doesn't matter, it's fine not to close the file. Or is this a bad practice? Also, does the answer change if I allow the file to be read/write? To be clear, DoSomething could be something like np.array or for I in f.readlines.
It's a poor practice. It has nothing to do with the open mode, read, write, read plus write, append, binary mode, text mode. In Python, it almost always works because file objects are automatically closed when they become garbage, unreachable, and Python's reference counting usually collects non-cyclic garbage very soon after it becomes garbage. But relying on that is indeed poor practice. If, for example, DoSomething f runs for an hour before it returns, chances are excellent the file object will remain open the entire time. Note, in some cases, DoSomething f may be coded to explicitly close the past and file object itself. In those cases, it's not poor practice. Smile. Later, a related thing I've often seen is this. In Python, the unnamed file object is garbage collected, and so also closed, immediately when the statement completes, thanks to Python's reference counting. People are then surprised when they move their code to a different Python implementation and get us too many open files. Complaints. Here, serves and write. Smile. Example. This prints. In Python, because the unnamed file object from the first statement is garbage collected and closed immediately when the first statement ends. But probably prints an empty line in Python. In this case, the file object is bound to a name output, so is not garbage collected when the second statement completes. A smarter implementation could theoretically detect that output is never used again, and garbage collect right away, but Python does not. Welcome is probably still in the file's memory buffer, so is not yet written to disk. So the third statement probably finds an empty file and prints nothing. In other implementations of Python, both examples may well print empty lines.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.